I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. Obviously Liverpool have been in dismal league form of late, so perfect time to play Newcastle away from home. We've got Gareth Roberts with us, editor-in-chief of Well Read magazine. Yeah, Gareth, they're doing boss and we're not doing quite so good.
No, and you know, it's been quite a sort of happy hunting ground for us, St James's Park. But
sorry, you mean the Sports Direct
Arena? I'm never going to be calling but I think, yeah, at the moment it looks a very difficult match, doesn't it? You've got to say. I mean, if we're anywhere near the level that we were formed at against Wigan, you've got to say we've got no chance.
Yeah, not going to be a very pleasant early Saturday afternoon.
No, but their form's not been that good over the last 5 anyway, has it? They won the last 2. I think they were unlucky against Arsenal, weren't they, or something? So they've won 2, drawn 2 and lost 1 in the last 5. They have looked better. Yeah, ours is shite though, isn't it? We've won 1 and lost 4, so...
Yeah, we've won, what, in the league, we've won 1 of the last 6, is that right? Yeah, we lost 3.
Shocking, like, innit?
Won 1,
or is it
18th
if the league started at the 1st of January or something?
Yeah!
Well, do you know what as well? One of the Newcastle fanzines, I think it's the Mag, they got in touch with me and just said, like, you know, will you do a bit of a preview for this game with us, you know, write a bit of, answer a few questions and what have you. One of the questions which was quite interesting was, they said, out of our squad and your squad, we had to pick an 11, what would it be?
It'd be mostly black and white side at the moment.
Do you know what? I went for, it was 6 Liverpool and 5 Newcastle.
Are the 5 Newcastle in attacking positions by any chance?
Yeah.
thought
Sigh, Cabai, Ben Arthur. Who else did they go for? Can't remember now.
But yeah, basically completely indicative of where they've spent their money and we haven't in this season. Yeah, definitely. So what have you got for us recent meetings, Chris?
We've won the last 4 of the last 5. So
nice.
The form going in is pretty good against Newcastle anyway. I think we can pretty much discount all of that though, in fairness.
Well, at least we've got Andy Carroll, so we can't score any thunderbolts past us, or can he? Agent Carroll to hold the last nail in the coffin, like, he turns around and slots one against us, against his own town club. Yeah, let's we'll talk a little bit about Liverpool's potential starting 11 in a second. But first, Mary Cooper is back after a week break. It's not going to be.
That was a little awkward.
It's not going to be Chris's voiceovers or my Ray Winston-esque floating head. So yeah, let's go to the best bets.
Hello again, guys, and welcome to another Best Bets. LFC take on Newcastle away this week at the Sports Direct Arena. Now, we're 8 points behind the Magpies, who sit at 6th place in the table, but we're ahead of them on goal difference. And as we know with the Reds, it ain't over till it's over, so we're still keeping our fingers crossed for a win. With that in mind, let's take a look at the match odds. A win for Newcastle is set at 2-1. It's 21-10 for a draw, and a victory for the mighty Reds is 23-20. Now moving on to your final scores. For the Toon Army to win 2-0, it's 16-1. It's 9-1 for a 0-0 draw, and for Liverpool to win 3-1, it's 18-1. Now here are some of your first goal scorers. For Newcastle, we've got Demba Ba at 6-1, Ben Arthur at 15-2, and for former Red Danny Guthrie, we've got 20-1. For LFC, we're looking at Andy Carroll with 7-1, Deadly Dirk at 9-1, and making his first appearance in our Best Bet segment, it's Stuart Downing at 12-1. And don't worry guys, I haven't forgotten this week's cheeky doubles. This time with the focus on our Geordie pariah Andy Carroll. For Andy to score first and Liverpool to win 1-0, it's 45-1. For him to score the last goal and Liverpool to win 2-1, it's 50-1. And if you fancy a wild one this weekend, our ridiculous punt of the week is Martin Skirtle to score the first goal and Liverpool to win 3-1. And that's at 285-1. Once again, good luck with your betting, and back to you in the studio.
Magic. I think we're judging off that we're expected to get something from this game still. I think people, I don't know how they work these out sometimes. It's like they forget that we're shit and just think, oh, it's Liverpool. this will be the game where we come
it's
good.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's 6-4 or something like that, is it? For us, for the win, and essentially 2-1.
It's because we're underperforming though all the time, isn't it? We've got players there and we are capable. This side is capable of winning at Newcastle. It's capable of beating anyone, as it's shown all season. Yeah. But it's just
whether we do it. Yeah. And that's interesting. What Liverpool side's going to turn up, and I don't mean necessarily the personnel. I just mean the work rate and the effort that was so sorely lacking against Wigan. I mean, the first 20 minutes against QPR was as good a football as I've ever seen Liverpool play. And I thought, well, we'll try for that again against Wigan, and it never happened. But as you said, Newcastle, one of them games where it could literally be one of the greatest games the Premier League's ever seen. It could be a goal fest, you just don't know.
Do you remember when we went there with Under Hodgson?
I've blanked that from my memory, funnily enough.
That was 3-1.
That was fucking awful, that. That was really bad. But I mean, we haven't got Hodgson anymore.
Yeah, well, what the lovely man, Paddy Barclay's Bezzy.
Yeah.
Because he's so humble.
Because he shows humility, yeah. Like when he
took the armband off.
Yeah, and lashes it on the floor and
mate.
has a go at journalists in press conferences and that, yeah.
35.
Great humility.
Yeah. Brilliant. Anyway, we could go on about Roy Hodgson. He's a separate show. All of us self, isn't he? Like, anyway, let's move on. Have you got any team news?
Yes, I have plenty of
Go
teams.
for it, Christoph. Give me the team news.
Ryan Taylor's got a 75% chance. Fantasy football website gives you percentages. Brilliant.
Excellent.
Calf injury.
Let's just go with the doubts and who's out.
Okay. Colaccini's out with a hammy. Stephen Taylor's out with his Achilles. Tiote's a doubt with his thigh. Best with his knee is out. Lovenkrands is out, and unfortunately Sammy Amiobi is out for them.
Silva Marvo out. Who knew?
No.
We dodged the fucking bullet there, didn't we? Like, you know what I mean? I remember we got so much stick. I saw fans like literally baying for blood on Twitter, and I know that's quite a common theme with our Twitter
like they knew who he was.
Exactly. Picked him up on a free transfer on Footy Manager, and he was exceptional. Like,
I can't believe we didn't sign him. Why have we seen him loads?
Yeah, been a top performer for them this season. Yeah. Obviously Liverpool. I mean, any news on Bellamy? He's the big one.
Bellamy's still a doubt with his knock. Adams still a doubt, and Johnson's still a doubt.
Adams out for the season, isn't it?
According to the fantasy football website.
This was the fantasy football website that you assured us that Rod Yeager was fine last week as well. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we'll take it. We'll take it with a pinch.
Checking other sources.
Take it with a pinch of salt. Like, now, before we get into our own team predictions, I know I promised this in the last little segment, but we've glossed over that. Let's go to the Redmen North East.
Redmen North East. Hello and welcome to the Redmen North East. So, the Wigan game.
Nah, we're not talking about Wigan. Let's just forget that now. We've got exciting things coming up, such as the Newcastle game. We've been out and about in Newcastle, talking to people who live here, obviously, to see what they think about the game. Let's go and see that, shall we? How do you think the Newcastle-Liverpool game will go at the weekend?
Well, I think it'll be a good game. It'll be good to see Andy Carroll back on his home turf again, like.
Do you think you'll boo him?
No, I'd never boo or even punch another Geordie. Not even if they were sick in my living room, or if they beat my wife up, or they kidnapped my son just for a laugh. I'd never boo any Geordie. And Andy Carroll did those things to me when he still lived here, but I wouldn't do it. I'd punch a student though. I fucking hate students. I punched one the other day actually.
So are you going to watch the Newcastle-Liverpool game this weekend?
Of course. Last time we watched a Liverpool game, me and the guys from uni, we played drinking games. We're always playing drinking games. This one was every time Charlie Adam makes a mistake, we had to have a shot of apple sours, Crazy. Montgomery had to have his stomach pumped. Oh my god. Charlie Adam is fucking crazy.
Excuse me, can you watch your language?
Sorry? No, I said fucking.
No, you said Charlie Adam.
Oh, okay.
So are you going to the game at the weekend?
I will be, mate. Yeah, I went to the last the Liverpool-Newcastle game actually at Anfield, and I had this 400-foot banner printed that said, "You stupid idiot, Kenny! Why did you spend all that money on Andy Carroll? What's he done for you? He's done nothing. That's what he's done. I tell you that for free, Kenny. He's done nothing for you. So what a waste that was." But the banner was actually that big, I couldn't fit it in my boot, so I had to just leave it in there. But, you know, he's still an idiot, and I shouted that out, as, you know, what the banner said, I shouted it, I won't repeat, it's quite long, but, you know, and he's an idiot, basically.
Oh, okay, so Kenny's an idiot.
Yes.
Sorry, are you wearing 3D glasses?
Yes, everything's in 3D, isn't it? Ow.
Oh, okay, thank you for your time.
Right.
So what do you think the Newcastle-Liverpool game will be like at the weekend?
I tell you what, I'm so excited about it. I got myself some new tattoos, my favourite Newcastle players. I got Cisse done. Quality. This one used to be Gabby Obertan, and I went off him, so I got it changed to Colaccini. Brilliant, that in it. And then my newest one last week, Dembaba.
Is he meant to be bung-eyed?
No, I sneezed when he was doing a tattoo and he went wonky.
Oh, it's this guy, not anything. Excuse me, sir. What do you think the Newcastle-Liverpool game will be like this weekend?
Good game.
Is that your dog?
Yes.
It is. That's your dog.
Yes.
Just something looks a bit. What's the dog called? Can I ask?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Jason.
Jason.
Malcolm.
Eddie.
Eddie. It's called Eddie.
Right. Okay. No, that's fair enough. So yeah, the game this weekend. You think it'll be a good game, do you? It'll be lots of goals.
Yes.
Right. I don't think that's your dog.
It is.
I don't think it is. Is that your dog?
No.
No. Right. Whose dog is that?
Found him.
Right. Put him down.
Well, that's what I was doing.
No, not with put him on the floor.
Oh. I don't know, it'll probably be like 2-1 or something.
Right, thank you.
Well, that was interesting. Anyway, on to other Liverpool news. With Everton beating Sunderland just a few days ago in the FA Cup replay, we're heading for an all-Scouse semi.
Yeah, a bit like what Joey Barton gets when he's looking up philosophy quotes on Wikipedia.
It's good that. Anyway, back to you, Paul and Chris.
See you next week.
Redmen! North East!
Anyway, magic. Thanks very much, lads. I'm sure we've not seen it as we film, as ever. So I trust that it's brilliant because I've got faith. I've got faith like that.
And you just won't put it in if it's not. So if they're not there, it was shit.
Yeah. If it's not there, this bit won't even be in there. So anyway, starting 11. Obviously, we look 4-4-2 seems to be working for us. Obviously, it looked very good in the derby playing Spearman and Gerrard. Obviously, we've had this issue of fatigue or whatever. It's been a week, but it'll have been a week, I should say, by the time Newcastle comes around. Who starts for you?
Well, it's got to be Gerrard again, hasn't it? You know, anytime he's fit, he plays. But like you say, he did look. Well, I think if we be kind, we'll say he looked knackered, but he was crapping against Wigan. So, yeah. and as you know, as has been the case for so long, he is vital to us, isn't he? And obviously Suarez. And it did look to work in the derby, didn't it? Because you sort of had Spearman mopping up. Gerrard played a bit closer to Suarez, yeah. And it worked.
It was far more a diamond sort of midfield than we've seen a lot of this season. When Adam plays in there, he's obviously played a lot deeper, regardless of who his partner in midfield's been. I mean, but we didn't see that at Wigan. Gerrard didn't quite. I mean, I know he set up Suarez for his goal, but he didn't do enough of that in that game.
And we don't know on Bellamy, do we? I mean, it's a bit of a weird one with Bellamy at the moment. I know there's some. You know, the usual rumours knocking around and all that. I think that just needs to be put to bed. Liverpool needs to say one way or the other, what's up with him? Why is he not playing? Where is he?
Let's be very specific on it, because I mean, why not?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there'll be any great surprises in the lineup. I think you could probably. I mean, if Johnson's fit, he's got to come back in, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If Kelly's fit, he's got to come back in.
Do you think there's a possibility? Obviously, the right back situation is impacting whether Carragher's going to play or not, because we discussed this in our subscription show. If anyone's watched it, that if Flanagan plays, it's more than likely that Carroll will play, because the idea that he can talk him through games or whatever. Regardless, we're not going to get into Carragher's form, which has not been, let's face it, not been great since he's come back in. If Kelly's there or if Johnson's there, it may be more likely that Coates might start. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Kelly plays right back, and I'm thinking Quarter will play centre back if that's the case. I also reckon Maxi might start. He might bring him
once
in.
again, like out the blue and out the cold.
It's more hope than
it was a total shock the other week when he came. He just appeared out of nowhere against was it Stoke he come back in for,
and then linked up with Suarez for the goal. You know, he does
better football inside with him in it, don't
he's a good footballer, isn't he? I mean, I remember when he first arrived, you used to think, oh, what's he doing? He doesn't need to like do anything. And I remember Aldo was calling him the invisible man.
Fucking hell,
but then, you know, but he's an intelligent footballer, isn't he? And him and Suarez works like.
Yeah.
And you know, there's been times in the season where I think it was him, Suarez, Bellamy, and Coit.
Yeah.
All sorts of moving around and interacting and that worked. Do you know what I mean?
Organised chaos, I think it's called.
Yeah. I'd like to see that again at some point, you know what I mean?
I think Cal links up brilliantly with Suarez, and I think it was as and Maxi's exactly the same. They're just good footballers.
We don't want to see
together.
Cout on the left though, do we?
I don't even know what that. But then again, as I say, the start of QPR, I thought it worked excellent. We had that thing going where everyone was swarming around, no one had a set position, and I generally think that's what our aim is overall. I'm worried that the personnel we've got isn't quite up to it. Anyway. One of the reasons why you're here, I mean, I know you come here for the company and the good brews.
Yeah.
There's another issue of Well Read out now, came out last week, didn't it? Let's have a look at that with an absolutely outstanding cover. Oh, Chris is on it, look at that. On it like a car bonnet.
And what's been advertised on the back here as well?
The Anfield wrap, very nice.
Nice plug.
Bit of cross promotion there.
See what I've done there.
Like it, like that.
Space for us on the back next
The
month.
cover as well is designed by the mighty Kit.
The mighty Kit Nelson. Who may or may not have had a very, very serious impact on our wonderful banner, tarting up my rather paltry efforts that existed before then.
He's a very talented man, that lad. And if you're watching here and you want to go and see a bit more from him, kitch29.deviantart.com.
Very nicely done. This is the man who couldn't remember his own website last time you were here. Like,
I'm just dead made up with that cover, and I think you know, hats off to Kit for it. Like,
it's definitely
worth
it. So, what's in the issue this one?
There's an extract from a book on your table there on the march with Kenny's Army. Got that in there. There's quite a bit from me, so if you've read Well Read before, judge for yourself if that's a good, good or a bad thing. Like bit of a rant about the owners, about whether, you know, do we know enough about them? Are we being, you know, forced into it? Are we just sort of eating up all the PR spin and not maybe criticising them or questioning them? So there's a piece on that. Obviously discussing the whole situation, Kenny, the form, the players, all that. You know, the usual. I can't remember. A bit about Wembley, a bit about a loving for Dirk Coit.
Are you reading the content?
I could do this, mate. Come on.
I am reading the content. Do you know what?
There's so much in there.
Brilliant stuff in there, isn't there?
There's a boss piece at the back. Ronnie Rosen. I did that.
So yeah, obviously as always, it's wellreadmag.co.uk if you want to get on that. Obviously the latest issue, and it's timed perfectly this time round because you fell into the trap of printing deadlines and stuff in last one, but obviously bang up to date everything that's going on as well. Like so, and of course if you watched Gareth on our subscription show, we were talking about as you mentioned there, the stuff with the owners, the stuff that we said we weren't going to cover. So if you want to obviously see more, have more opinion on that, then get on it, as you well like to say. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for coming in. Before we go though, I'm gonna have to ask for your Newcastle predictions.
There's got to be goals in it, surely. I mean,
is this the game where we start?
Yeah,
this one.
And maybe this is the game. Maybe where Andy Carroll does something as well. You know, back in his home.
Would you be putting any money on that?
No. But I'm gonna go. I don't know where this is coming from or what it's really based on. But I'm gonna say 2-2.
Excellent, Chris.
2-1 Liverpool.
Excellent. I think we're going to win 3-1. I put a bet on us winning 4-0 against Wigan last week.
I know someone
How
who
much?
did 5.
My dad did 5 as well. I did 5. I was like, what did you get? I only got 11 to 1. 11 to 1 for 4-0 and fucking robbing bastards. Like, I was miles. I had such a good feeling. Such a good feeling going into that game.
And as we've discussed, our feelings don't fucking matter when footy do.
Matter for shit though.
Everyone has a fucking feeling.
Yeah, I've got a feeling this
Black
week.
please, yeah.
Yeah. I was going with the Beatles, like, you know what I mean? But it's if we want to take it there for the kids, keeping it contemporary. I like it.
No, you know why it is? It's still stuck in my head from when we were playing that shite at the Carling Cup final.
Yeah. Excellent. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, obviously tickets go on sale. Don't do this for the semis this week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to go to Wembley this time round. We'll hopefully be there, and hopefully be speaking to a couple of people around that. So stay tuned for that. If you've not seen the subscriber show this week, get on that. It is an absolute beast. We decided to finally bite the bullet and have the great King Kenny debate. No holds barred.
Yeah, it was long.
It's mammoth. Well, wait, well done to sell it. It was fucking long. No, it was good. It was actually. It was. Yeah.
Bring your pillowcase.
Yeah. No, it was a mouth. We pulled no punches. Obviously, we got to be fair and objective about the manager. King Kenny Dalglish. He is an absolute Liverpool legend. But as we pointed out, he's a Liverpool manager and he cannot be above criticism. If things aren't going right, we've got to be able to discuss it as fans. So we do. So get on that because it's an absolute beast, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So thanks very much for watching.
Boss.
The only thing long in your life. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much, Gareth, for coming in. A pleasure as always, mate. Yeah, do get on well read. Oh yeah, before we go, we've got Laura's Little Bakery's cupcakes. We are the last people in Liverpool to plug these. So there you go. We got that?
Yeah, I'll just get it.
Excellent. Yeah. Look at that. Phenomenal camera work as always there. Excellent. Yeah, get on that. Laura's Little Bakery's on Hanover Street. So get down there and get some fit cupcakes while you're there, and then sit off and read. Well, that sounds like a good afternoon all around. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You don't look convinced.
Want to get shouted at again?
Yeah. Watch yourself, lad. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you after Newcastle. Ta-ra.